So today what we got going on this video is I want to show you exactly how I am going to make these atrocious parts, really custom, one-off, crazy cool, messing around with black base, custom pearl, clear on top, showing you the process, and by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to do this on your own parts. So let's get started.
And now, you're watching the just in time for fall pumpkin spice flavored milk, toothpaste, and hot dog water channel of YouTube. Welcome to Bodie Vision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me yet again on another video. So in this video today we got something really cool. We have mixing dry pearls by yourself at home, in your home, shop, and or garage. This is something that a lot of people are intimidated by. This is something that a lot of people ask me about. So this video is one that I've been wanting to make for quite a while, and with these motorcycle tanks and fenders and parts, battery cover, all in all, we have a really good amount of parts that we need to do that I could show you and demonstrate how to mix up some dry pearls, or how to custom mix pearls in your own shop, garage, or whatever it may be. So the conditions of these parts right now, I stripped them down to bare metal, then we went with an epoxy primer, then we went with a high build primer, then we sanded and blocked everything, then we did our body work in between, and then all in all, that's boring, blah blah blah. Where we are at right now is the first thing that I did right after the intro is I did a sealer. Now we can get into what I actually wanted to talk to you about, because we're about a week and a half into these parts, and that week and a half isn't necessarily worth me showing when it comes to what you want to watch, which is mixing and doing the custom paint stuff. So what we have right now that we have to do next, I just have some black base coat. We are going to knock out 2 coats of black base coat. I'll check it with the light, make sure we have good coverage. After we do that base coat, that is when I will really get into mixing the dry pearls and how to do all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and get that knocked out. 2 coats of black base, make sure we have good coverage. If we don't, we will do a third. And then yeah, let's go ahead and get that knocked out. Alright, so at this point the black base laid down in the way that we would hope a black base would lay down. So what we have to do now is, before we can do that clear coat, because we are going with a black base and then a custom blue dry pearl in between the base and the clear. So this is technically a tri-stage process. I know a lot of guys like painting single stage. Base coat, clear coat would kind of be 2-stage, and this right here is a tri-stage process. Even though I don't like to get caught up in the numbers of coats and whatnot, because if you do a sealer underneath a single stage paint, that's 2 steps, or if you did a sealer and base and clear, that's really 3, but right here we are doing sealer, base coat, pearl, and then a clear on top of that. So what I have right here, this is a clear layer, or an intercoat clear. This is going to dry kind of as a matte finish, because it is technically a base coat with no pigments, no metallics, no pearls, nothing in it. This is just a raw base coat. This is from the same system that I use, so this is going to reduce 1:1, which is the same that I would reduce a base coat. If you're using a different paint line and you use their intercoat clear, or some people use just a binder, which is not technically the best way to do it, but you can get away with it. So you have to reduce your intercoat clear at the same rate that you reduce whatever your base coat is from that system. I just so happen to be running a system that reduces 1:1. You might be using a base coat that reduces 2:1. So whatever the base is for that system is what I'd recommend you doing. So we have our intercoat clear right here, which is kind of a white milky color. Yeah, you can see it right there. This will actually dry clear though, so don't get too caught up with that. So what we want to do as we're mixing, I want to make sure I mix enough to do the entire thing. So let's bring this up to, we'll have extra, but I'd rather have a little bit extra than not. So we have that there, our intercoat clear, and then I have my slow reducer here. I like a slow reducer so that way it stays open a little bit longer. Like as I'm painting a whole car or a hood or just a big panel, I want the paint to stay wet longer, so that way it doesn't dry by the time I get done. With these motorcycle parts, I could have used a medium reducer, but I'm just using what I got. So we went up to number 3 for that one, and we are also going to go up to number 3 for this one, since it is a 1:1. And just to give you a better idea of what exactly we did 200 milliliters of the first one and then 200 milliliters of the second one to get up to right around 400 milliliters. So we do not have any pearl in here yet, but I want to get the base mixture all mixed in so that way we can judge how it looks on the entire thing. Now, one thing that I want you to think about as you're doing this, if you way over thicken this mixture with way too much pearls and you go for your first coat, it is possible to do too much, to have too much coverage, to have too much pearl. So I like to kind of shoot for a middle ground, or maybe run it a little bit less, because you can always do a second coat or even a third coat, or after your first coat, if you see that it wasn't enough pearl, you can add a little bit to your second coat, but you can never take away pearl once it's on the panel. So I have this mixed up here, and then we have our dry pearl. Let's see what it is. So this pearl, this is dry. PT13 is the number for here. And people get confused between metal flake, pearls, and metallic. The way that I like to look at it is metal flake is like actual round glitter. You have your little metal flakes. Now I know they have them in kind of like a rice grain shape, but just for conversation's sake, metal flake is big little circles. Then you have your metallics, which is a finer look, and then you have your pearls, which is even finer than that. The pearl is going to give the least amount of color manipulation until the sun hits it, and the metal flake is going to be visible no matter what. So there's not much in here. You can see just a little bit of dry pearl. To do all of these pieces, all I needed to get was a sample. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I will take a little paint stick here, just kind of do one little scoop, add that in there. I'm not going to cross-contaminate the paint sticks because I want to, you know, I want to be able to keep going back to it. So we have a little bit of color there. It doesn't take much. Maybe I'll do one more scoop and then I'll see. Yeah, let's do a little bit more. So I used about half of what I have. Then I'll go ahead and I'll run out the first coat. And this is definitely, without a doubt, this is blue. You gotta trust me on this. Let me try to get the camera going to where we can see it. This is going to be a super nice color over that black base. Maybe if I show it to you on here, we can get a good idea of how it's looking. Woo-wee. Yeah. All right, this is gonna be awesome. So let's go ahead and knock out the first coat. The owner of these parts wanted it to actually be like a dark blue, and I had to explain to him that this process, trust me, black with the blue pearl on top is going to be phenomenal. So for something like this where he actually kind of wanted a dark blue, if I do too much pearl, the only thing it's going to do is make it a little bit more blue than black, and he wanted it dark blue anyway. So I wanna make sure I do enough to give him that blue look. If I wanted it to be super subtle, I would just dust it on there so when the sun hits it, it kind of gives a blue sheen. But we want to go pretty heavy to really manipulate the panel to potentially turn it a little bit blue. All right, so let's go ahead and go for it. This is the fun part, man. Let's lay it out, see what happens, and then by the time we stack the clear coat on this thing, it is going to be phenomenal. Alright, so you saw that as I mixed up that pearl, I was just using like the tip of a little mixing stick, and this went on a lot heavier than I was anticipating, but the person who owns this told me he did want a really dark blue. It is definitely blue. It is pretty cool because when the light goes over it, like, it's not really dark blue, it's like really blue for sure, but when the light's not hitting it, it almost shows like a black. So we have a really nice color right here. What I ended up doing, since the first coat was a little bit heavy, I didn't even do a full second coat. When it was still wet, I backed up about 6 inches and then I dusted the entire thing from one side to the other, just so that way the paint or the pearls would land nice and consistent. Since we had good coverage, we wanted to make sure consistency was on point as well, because it is possible with this, if you don't lay it down consistent, you could get ugly stripes of dark and light areas. So we wanted to make sure it was nice and consistent. It's a little more blue than I was anticipating, but take what I did, take my, I don't even want to say mistake, but just take what I did, do a little bit less pearl at first if you're going to be doing this, because what I would rather do at the end of 2 coats, when it's nice and consistent, I want it to be the exact color that we were going for. This was a little bit more blue after the first coat than I was anticipating, but it is all good. No complaints whatsoever. All I know is by the time we get clear on these things, it is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So that's what it is. That's what the next step is. Let's go ahead and get 2 coats of clear stacked on this thing, and then we will see how it looks. Dude, it is going to be crazy. Dude, once that clear coat goes down, it is over. You gotta leave in the comment section down below the name of this color. Now, black base, blue pearl, and clear on top is definitely not a new concept, but no one in the world would do the exact amount of pearl that I did. Now, that's not a good thing or a bad thing, I'm just saying. I just kind of wung it, then I did the coats that I did. If I were to do more coats, it'd be more blue, less coats, less blue. So messing around with pearl, tri-coats, mid-coats, it is really cool because you get a custom color. Blurple, sticky blue, blue haze, I don't know what you want to call it. Blurple would have more of a bluish purple, which I did a bluishy purple, more of a purple pearl custom color on an Acura TO quite a while ago that I had. That was a black base, more of a purple violet pearl, and then a clear coat on top, where this is obviously just the black, the blue, and the clear. But these parts look absolutely phenomenal. In the comment section down below also, let me know what you think about everything. I hope this helps you if you're looking to paint some motorcycle parts, or any parts rather, if you wanted to do a tri-coat custom dry pearl mix. I hope this helped you out. So it was a short one, short and sweet. That's what I'm doing these days, trying to get out more videos, but a little bit more focused on the specific thing that I'm working on rather than just my week as a whole. We're going to hone in, have videos more often. They might be a little bit shorter, but it just is what it is. So overall, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. Woo! I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.